Hey, what's up, YouTube channel? We are really excited because today I'm starting the first kind of installment of this thing that I want to do. I'm trying to do it almost every day, but don't quote me on that. I'm going to try to do it as often as we can. Sometimes we'll be traveling, I can't get to it. But I want to walk you guys through the photos that we take and post on Instagram, how I got them. So going from raw, like straight shot out of camera, into finally the final image. So today, we're going to start that for the first time, and I'm really pumped for you guys to check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. If there's any specific photo that you like of ours that you want us to go through, let us know. We'll go through that. And also, if you just want us to talk a little bit more about the process or certain plugins or anything like that, let us know because we'll go through those as well. So, really pumped for this. I'm really excited. I hope you guys like it as well. Thanks. Perfect. All right, guys, what's up? So I said yesterday that I'm gonna start taking the photos that we post on Instagram, and I'm gonna put those, or I'm gonna show you guys how I edit them from like the raw file, from like the very basic of the file when I shot it to the final completion of it. So yesterday. Well, we've been talking about how we've submitted all these photos to this contest, and I'm going to go through some of the photos that we submitted, and I'm going to show you guys how I took them from the raw files, how I took them from like straight out of the camera into the final one. So I shot this one. I think you guys can see that pretty well, hopefully. So I shot this, and then this was the final product of it. So I'm going to show you guys how I got there. I'm also going to put this on the YouTube channel, so you'll be able to see it here too. But I'm gonna walk through this edit. So if any of you guys have questions or anything, let me know. But I'm just gonna try to do this almost every day and let you guys know how I got there. So this photo, I love this shot. So I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I love this shot because this is Charles, and Charles got married at Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden, him and his wife Leslie. And Charles got a PhD from Yale. And so that's awesome. I don't know anybody else that has a PhD from Yale. Probably one of the smartest guys I know. But he's got this library in his house, and it looks really awesome. But if you can see here, it was kind of cluttered. And so, like, the clutter is okay. But I think just as much of taking the image, the art of it also is creating it in post-production. And so one of my favorite things to do is to take it. I love symmetry. So if you know anything about me, I love symmetry. So I'm going to talk a little bit how I made it super symmetrical, and then how I got some of this stuff out. So I literally will walk through this edit with you guys. So I knew that I wanted this in black and white because a lot of times when I shoot the Groom, I shoot them like in window light like this, and you can see this really awesome looking shadow come across his face here. And so I'll take this. I'll take this file here, and I'll put in our preset. So I've got a really awesome black and white preset that I like this. And then what I'll also do is transform this because it's a little bit tilted. And Lightroom has this really awesome transform feature down here. So I'll come in, I'll transform it, and it'll kind of fix it for me. It'll reorientate the composition of the shot. So I'll change that up. I liked it. I didn't like a little bit how like it's a little dark over here. That's okay. So I raised up some of the shadows. And then also you can see his bedpost. You can see it a lot easier in RAW. So like when it's that RAW file, you can see his bedpost is right over here, and I didn't like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out, and it's easy. Like I'm just gonna use this this right here. I'm gonna take some of it out right here. And the good thing is a lot of these books look like they're easy. Like they look like, I mean, they can be reproduced a little bit. And so just as long as I line up kind of these black little lines, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that bedpost. Oh man, my Lightroom is taking forever right now. That's the worst. Why is it so laggy? I think actually what I did for this one is I actually did this one on Photoshop. So I will take this, and this shouldn't take too long. But I'll get this out in Photoshop. So edit in Adobe Photoshop. But then I'll also talk to you how I flip the image. Hey mom, thanks for being here. You're the best. So that is the let's see, BW Photo. That tool is I forget, but it's like the clone and heal tool right up here. in Photoshop right here, the cloning or Lightroom, the clone heal tool. So really easy tool right there. But sometimes that tool isn't as accurate as I would like. So I'll come in here and I'll come into Photoshop. And the great thing is Photoshop has this this recognition tool here, the spot healing brush. And if you put the spot healing brush and come up here to content aware, hey. You're in Portland? Nice. Oh, man, so lucky. We'll be in Portland in January. You guys are going to love it there. Make sure you go to Cannon Beach. You're going to love Cannon Beach. Okay, sweet. So, or Monmouth Falls. I don't remember what that. I think that's how it's called. How it goes. So I'll come up here to the content aware, and generally, like, it's so intuitive that I can come up here and just paint over it, and it'll know where I want to go. And so it'll probably bring in some books. It may not look exactly how I want it. So it took away a good amount of it, but I think I want to try a little different. So I'll actually come to the patch tool. I'll circle around it, and then I'll actually drag to these books. I'll line it up here, and it does a little bit better with the patch tool. There's still a little bit of work that needs to be done to it, but I'm not going to worry about that too much, just because you guys are watching and it would take me a lot more time. Now you'll notice that like there's a huge window here, but for me, like, I love symmetry, and so what I actually did was I took this video, or I took this, I went up here to image, duplicated the image, said yes, then I came to the image over here, I flipped it horizontally, and then I took this part of the image here, copied it, and then put it right here. So then you see now, like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but now it's completely symmetrical on both sides right here. And then what I'm actually going to do is create a layer mask and then paint over it. So now I'm going to bring the Groom back, bring him back, coming in right in here. So now it looks like this completely symmetrical image of bookshelves, which is really, really sick. And so that's what I really, really liked. I thought this was really awesome. So now I'm going to come up, flatten the image, put that on, I'm going to save that. So then that will bring that back up here. And then I didn't want it to just feel like this completely symmetrical thing. Like I knew, like, so you see this light that comes in, but it's dark over here because it was dark over here. So then all I did was take, I can't remember. I don't know what these buttons are called. I'm sorry. I took this gradient. Oh, it's a gradient filter. Took this gradient filter, and then I drug a little light over. So I have a bunch of presets for my filters. So you can see over here, I have a bunch of presets. These are just for, can you see it? Oh, you can't see it over here. I have this. I'll have this on the YouTube page. I have a bunch of presets just even for my filters and my brushes. So I brought this, and so then I'm going to put brighten a little bit in the gradient. And so then now it's going to bring it across to this. So you can see right here, it brings light across in a gradient so that it almost is going to mimic that window light. Just how I like it, coming right in on him. And so then it makes it a little bit more symmetrical. So you can see that I came from here. So this image was shot here. Let me see. Just like this. And then this is the one, the most recent one I think I did right here. So I know there's still a little bit of mark here because I didn't take a whole lot of time editing it out. But you can see I did much better here. So what I did was essentially, here's my cat. Hey, Winston. See you, buddy. Essentially, I brought up the brightness a little bit, added some contrast and some clarity. But this is the final image that I got right here when this is what I started with. And so today we went from here to here, very close in just 5 or 10 minutes. Didn't spend as much time as I did on this final image. But you can see the idea of how I got it. So that's how I got the latest one. I'll keep doing this, guys. I don't know how many people are going to watch it. That's okay. But I'll keep posting this because I know some people like to see behind the scenes. They like to hear the stories, and they like to see how I got the final shot. So my cat pushed the light. All right, but anyways, if you guys like it, like, message me. If you have any questions, let me know. I will put this on our YouTube page as well. So thanks, you guys.